Hi, first of all, I wanted to thank you again for coming. I generally lean to the left on certain issues, and I definitely found your perspective when I hadn't heard before, so I appreciate that. So you spoke about not addressing social issues through the government. I was wondering if you felt those issues should be addressed outside of the government, and if so, in what ways?
So, I mean, I think that the way that social issues typically are addressed by how you choose to raise your children in the synagogue you choose to go to, how your community treats certain behavior. So, for example, is your community one that teaches children from a very young age that the standard for marriage, we'll go right at the controversy, okay? So right at the controversy is, does your community teach your children that marriage and straight marriage are exactly the same? Right, so this would be an issue where I don't think the government has any place. I'm a complete libertarian when it comes to the government's intervention in marriage. I don't think the government has any place in this. And there are a couple of reasons for it. One of them being that government sucks at everything and screws up everything it touches. And the other being that marriage is traditionally a religious institution, and I don't care about my state, my state marriage certificate. I care about my ketubah, right, which actually allowed me a wife, and as opposed to the state marriage certificate, which meant nothing to me, right? So the fact is that when it comes to, so I think this would remain in the realm of religion. That said, religious institutions have a heavy role to play in how to bring up decent kids, and this is why whenever the state starts to intervene and encroach on religious institutions, you start to get into trouble. So, I think that traditionally Orthodox shuls are a good way to imbibe particular values if the rabbinate is willing to actually talk about values and not just talk about how if you give lots of tzedakah, then you'll have a good Yom Kippur.